Hey guys, it's Keegan. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I mean, you obviously read the title. I got plastic surgery. I got a boob job. Obviously, I haven't gotten it yet because I'm literally flat as a board and I have a bug bite right there. So like, we're gonna ignore it, okay? This is like so awkward for me. We're just gonna go into this video. I'm gonna tell you guys every ounce of information that you could ever want to know. So when I'm filming this video, it's actually 2 days before I get the surgery. I'm getting the surgery March 11th. I'm planning for about a month after I get the surgery to upload this video, and that's just for like a couple of reasons. I just want to say I'm not trying to hide this from you at all. I was never like planning on hiding this from you. I'm literally filming this video before I had the surgery. I just wanted to wait a month, heal a lot more, and then talk about it. I know that not everyone is going to be like, oh my god, I'm so happy for you, this is so cool, like it's your body, your money, like you do what makes you happy and what makes you feel confident. Like I know not everyone is going to feel that way. Some people are very against plastic surgery, which is like totally fine. You're allowed to have your own opinions. I'm never gonna like shove my opinion down someone's throat. I just knew that there would be negativity around the subject, and I just kind of wanted to have my body heal before I like introduce myself to that. That is the main reason why I decided to wait. I was never planning on hiding this from you guys. I'm a very transparent person with my channel. I tell you guys a little bit too much sometimes. I didn't want to like stop the transparency here. I just wanted to heal a little bit. Also, if you guys can hear the lawnmowers right now, oh my god, I've been waiting like 2 hours for them to stop with the yard work and they have not stopped. So I'm pretty sure they're never gonna stop ever, so I'm filming this video anyways. I'm a pretty open book. I plan to be an open book about this. I just wanted to wait some time to heal before I talked about it. If you want other videos about this like after I've had the surgery, because obviously I haven't had it yet, let me know if you guys want those. Okay, like this is honestly a really hard subject to talk about because it's my body, it's my money, it's my choice. At the end of the day, like I don't owe anyone an explanation, but it's sort of weird because like since I'm so open with you guys, I feel like I owe you an explanation. But at the same time, like I don't owe anyone an explanation. It's kind of a hard subject to talk about, especially because so many people are so opinionated about it and so many people are like against it or for it. So yeah, I mean like at the end of the day, like it's my body. I mean, I already said this, it's my body, it's my money, it's my choice. It doesn't affect anyone besides me. Like you sitting at home watching this video, it's not gonna have any impact on your life or your body or your bank account or anything like that. I know that there's going to be hate on this video, and I'm not trying to like speak to the haters, but like I'm just gonna tell you guys all about my experience, and I'm not trying to like promote plastic surgery at all. This is just what I'm doing for me. I literally wrote an outline for this video because I felt like I was gonna forget stuff. I remember being a freshman in high school, like 14 years old, being like, yeah, I love a boob job. I never like thought I would get one until like I actually got closer to the point of like me booking an appointment and like all that stuff. As you can see, I'm very flat. This is probably the biggest my boobs have ever been because I gained some weight, and I don't want to be this weight forever. Like I gained weight from like traveling and stress and like an unhealthy lifestyle at the moment, but eventually get back to the weight I was before. Like I'll lose my boobs and they're not even big. Like the biggest thing, even though they've gotten bigger with the weight gain, is they're not like a round shape. I don't hate my boobs at all. I think they're like quite adorable, but I think the issue that I have with them is that they're not proportionate with my body. I am not by any means like a petite person. I kind of have like broader shoulders and like a little bit of like I know that like I look a certain way on camera, but like I also know how to dress myself, so keep that in mind. But I'm not a petite person and I have a very petite chest. I'm not even a full A cup. Like I can't even fill A cup bras. They never really fit my body. I could eat a carrot and my stomach would bloat, and my stomach, I mean, I don't know if you guys can see this right now. My stomach, when I bloat, goes out. I've had like some water today. Like I've had barely anything. My stomach goes out farther than my boobs do. Like my boobs are like here and my stomach will go out. That was like a really big thing. I don't have a bloating problem. I looked into it. I bloat like a normal person does. And I've always had this problem where like if I eat a carrot or drink some water, my stomach goes out farther than my boobs do. And it just like, it makes me feel so insecure. It makes me not want to wear tight clothes. I feel like I never wear tight clothes. At the end of the day, I just don't feel like my boobs are proportionate with my body and like with my stomach. So that is the biggest reason. I don't want like huge sexy like boobies. Like I really don't post photos of my body on Instagram like that, and I'm not like getting boobs just to like feel sexy. I'm just getting them to feel confident in my body and to feel like it's proportionate with it. I know there's gonna be comments of people being like, good for you, but like I don't think you need one. But at the end of the day, like no one sees me in changing rooms trying on clothes and feeling like really disappointed because nothing looks good on my body because my boobs are like smaller than my stomach is. I mean, I've had this my whole life and it's honestly been a huge thing. Like being insecure about my body has held me back from a lot of things. Like I don't really go to like pool parties or like even like frat parties. I just don't feel that confident in my body, and I love my body. I don't feel like my boobs are proportionate in my body, which makes my body look weird, and so I just feel really insecure about it. It's hard to explain because I love my body. I'm appreciative of it and like everything. I think it's amazing. I think my boobs are adorable. I just don't think they fit the frame of my body, and I feel like if they did, it would make me feel a lot more confident and secure in my body and like fit me better. I've been dealing with this since I was like 12, 13. I'm 20 years old now, so I definitely think that like I've experienced it. I've tried a bunch of different things. Everyone's like, oh, just get like a bombshell bra. My boobs don't fit in bombshell bras. I'll talk about this actually in a minute, but my boobs are shaped like an anthill. Like they're just kind of like pointy. Like there's no roundness like cupping to the bottom or to the top. Like they're just kind of like out and pointy. Like it's not like a circle, it's just like that, if that makes any sense. So when I wear a bombshell bra, it like fills in all of the parts that's like missing from like fat. So a bombshell bra basically like pushes your boobs up, but all the padding in a bombshell bra like fills in where my boobs are supposed to be. So I have no cleavage at all. I have no cleavage right here. It doesn't push anything up. And for a while I was like, oh, I'll just like wear the padded bra, but like it also like makes me feel insecure. I don't know, I just feel like wearing bras like that look really fake. It's obvious it's really fake, and there's still cupping. There's still area where my boob isn't filling it up, even if it's like a double A cup. Yeah, that's kind of just like the problems I've been having with them, why I wanted one. It's really just to be proportionate with my body. It's not to like be sexy or anything. I would love to feel sexy. I don't think I've ever felt sexy in my entire life because I just don't feel confident enough to feel that way. So the reason I chose now to get it, so I'm 20 years old, I just turned 20, and I felt like it was the right time for me. I know some people are like, oh, just like wait till after you have a child or wait till this, but I felt like for me at least, like I have the time to do it. I have the money to do it. I'm like not taking out a loan. Like I'm fully paying for it myself. I'm still young, so my body will like recover a lot better. The younger you are, the better like your body recovers from surgery. I am done with puberty. My measurements have been the exact same since I was 13 years old, so I don't see my body changing anytime soon. My skin's more elastic because I'm younger. If there was any time where I'd want to like wear a v-neck or like a tank top or like show off my boobs, it would be in my 20s, not my 30s, 40s, 50s. So I just kind of felt like now was a good time. Also timeline wise, implants only last about 10 to 15 years. So if I get them now, by the time I'm done having children, then I will be like needing a new one. It just kind of made sense, like I'll be able to like breastfeed my child and then I'll get new boobs because they'll be saggy from breastfeeding. So the timeline just kind of felt right for me at least. Getting on into like the consultation and setting everything up. So I made a consultation in November for December. So when I was filming my like how much I spend in a week video, I was baking the consultation for December. That's actually what that charge was. And then over my winter break, I went to my consultation. My doctor's name is Mark Malik. He's in Scottsdale, Arizona. Scottsdale's like the LA of Arizona. That's the best way I can describe it. I actually know 2 girls that had breast augmentations from him. I really liked his work. I thought that their boobs looked really amazing. I would have had no idea that they were fake unless they told me. And that's really what I want. I want them to look natural. I want them to look proportionate, and that's how I felt their bodies look. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to a consultation. I had my mom come. I only went to him to see a doctor. Like he was the only doctor I went to. My friends though that went to him like had been to a ton of doctors before. They both chose him. It was kind of like a small world. It was like, oh, you both chose him. They've gone to a ton of doctors, and then Dr. Malik, he does, this is like not sponsored at all. He doesn't even know I do YouTube. He has no idea. I'm not getting a discount. He's gaining nothing from this. He has no idea I'm doing this. I'm gaining nothing from this. I'm spending money to do this. No discount, no nothing, like full transparency. Like he has no idea who I am as a person, like what I do for a living or that I am doing this. He brings you into a conference room and talks to you about like what you want, what his goals are as a plastic surgeon, asks what your goals are, and we kind of talk, and then he goes into the room and like evaluates your breast and everything. Apparently a lot of doctors don't do that. My friend said he was the only doctor that like actually like talked to you before he saw you naked. So that's really cool. I didn't know that was a thing. He like sat down, he was talking, he was saying, he's like, I want, like me as a plastic surgeon, I want natural looking breasts that will last a long time. Like we're thinking like long run, we're wanting it to look like you never had any work done, which is exactly what I wanted. So I was like, yeah. A lot of people think of like breast augmentations or boob jobs. They think of these like huge, like giant fake looking boobs, which is not at all what I wanted. And he was on the same page. He's like, that's not at all what I want to give you. If you guys don't know, there's 2 types of implants. There's saline and silicone. And to be able to get silicone, the FDA recommends you be 22 years old. My doctor abides by FDA precautions and like rules. Obviously it's a good thing. So I'm actually getting saline implants, and I know a lot of people are like, well, why didn't you just wait 2 years to get silicone? I didn't want to wait 2 years, and I was actually totally fine with getting saline implants because there's a couple reasons. Saline implants, the incision is smaller, the implant pops, it's salt water, so like your body absorbs it. It's not as big of a deal as if like a silicone implant pops and there's like silicone in your body. Silicone like holds its shape like the gel, but there's still like silicone like in your body, just like running through your body. Obviously with saline you have the silicone outer shell, liquid inside, your body absorbs, so it's not that big of a deal as opposed to silicone implants. The reason people get silicone implants over saline is they're like a little bit squishier and softer. That's like the biggest reason I guess people would get them. I don't mind getting saline. It makes me feel safer, honestly. It's smaller incision, and I have no boobs, so I have no idea what real boobs feel like, so I don't care if they're a tiny bit harder than silicone. The main reason I'm getting them is because I'm not old enough to get silicone, but I have no problem with it. Maybe in 10-15 years I'll get silicone in the future, who knows. It actually gives me a lot of peace of mind that if it does pop, I'll be like a lot safer. My doctor said that he has a ton of experience with saline as well, because he said apparently back in the day they did a ton of saline before silicone was a big thing. I mean, he obviously knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. He's done a ton, so that made me feel confident in it as well. I brought my mom to consultation and she was really nervous about breast implant illness, which I will talk about in a minute. After we kind of like decided that I was getting a saline implant, that made her feel a lot better, but I will talk about breast implant illness in a minute. Don't worry about it. We are planning on going under the muscle, which basically means that your implant is like you're like physically like going under the muscle, and doing an inframammary incision, which basically is an incision right here at the bottom of your boob fold. When you first get your implants, your boobs are kind of like swollen, so like a little bit high up, and then over time they drop. The incision will basically be under my breast fold, so you won't be able to see unless you like lift your boob up. Having saline implants, my incision is a lot smaller, but it is going to be here. I felt a lot safer doing that than an areola, which is like around your nipple. There's like armpit ones. That's just the one that I felt the safest with capsular contraction and stuff like that, and I don't really mind having a scar, especially considering it's so small. After we got out of the conference room, I went into like one of their like little rooms, put on a robe, and he like examined my breasts. The implant size that I could actually get was pretty limited because, like I told you guys, I don't have round boobs, so my boobs are like, I guess that's the best way to describe it, they're like anthills, like they're pointy. So the area from the bottom of my nipple to my boob crease, there's not a ton of skin because my boobs aren't rounded. And he's like, if you go with the bigger implant, you have the possibility like your nipple like turning down or it not looking natural. So I obviously was like, I want it to look natural. But he said the highest that we can go is about 210 cc, would bring me to like about a full C cup. They measure implant size on cc, and it's not like cup size, because let's say I get 210 cc and I'm naturally an A cup, but someone who's naturally a B cup, 210 cc will be a lot bigger on them because they have a lot of natural breast tissue already and their body frames can be completely different. So it would bring me to about like a full C, which is what the lady told me, which is like patient care coordinator. I actually watch a ton of these videos on Instagram. I think they're really interesting, like how they do boob job, but they put a sizer in, so they put like something that's like what it will mimic before they put the actual implant in. And he's like, I will test out a couple sizes bigger. If I can go that, I will do it. If not, then I won't. And like I'm on board. So I don't want huge breasts. A C cup was like pretty much exactly what I wanted, because I feel like that would be pretty proportionate with my body. So I'm pretty happy with that. I remember hitting like 210 cc and being like, oh my god, that is absolutely nothing. When I watch these videos on YouTube, these girls have like 375, 400, 500, 300, and I was like, that is nothing. So what he had me do was he had me like put on a sports bra that they had, and then he like made me like lower my pants so I could see my whole torso like in comparison with it, and then he put like different implant sizes in it, and I was like, oh my god, wow, I love this. And it was funny because when it was like time to go and I took the implants out, I like saw how flat I was, and I was like, oh my god. I didn't realize how flat I was. I got so used to having these implants in me, not in me, but just like wearing them for like the 5-10 minutes I had them in, that I really liked them. So I don't have any like roundness on top or at the bottom. That's something that we really wanted to work on. We wanted to work on like bringing in some cleavage, not like a ton of sexy cleavage, like modest cleavage. They also showed me pictures of someone who had like a similar breast size to me originally and similar implant size and what they looked like, and I thought it looked really great. Basically for the surgery, what we're planning on doing is 210 cc or higher if it looks better. High profile. So profile is basically like how far the implant goes out, like the projection of it. This is not a very good example, like low profile, medium profile, high profile. It's just how far it goes out. I remember when I was looking online, I would see photos of girls like before and afters, and I'm like, oh my god, their boobs look great. I want mine to look like that. And then I would see like the information about the implant. I'd be like, oh, it's high profile. No, I don't want that. I don't want to look fake. All the photos that I really liked were high profile. High profile does not mean fake. It just means that your projection out farther, which is good for me considering I don't have a lot of roundness, so that will help build that and bring it out. And especially because I can't do that big of an implant size because of my skin. And honestly, like even if I could go bigger, like I don't know if I would want a 300 cc implant, because I don't think that would look proportional on my body. The implant that we're choosing, although I'm like limited to just that, I feel like that's what I would have chosen anyways, so I'm totally fine with it. I wasn't like disappointed, and it wasn't like, oh my god, I'm spending all this money not getting exactly what I want. I actually booked the surgery the day of my consultation. I didn't go to a ton of plastic surgeons. I went to one. I felt confident. I had done a ton of research on him, read all of his Yelp reviews, talked to people that had surgery with him. I just felt really confident with it, and I was totally fine with just booking it that day, so I booked it for March 11th. I was actually planning on getting my breast augmentation over the summer, but he was telling me, he's like, it's a 6 to 8 week recovery period. You can't swim, you can't tan, you can't do all this stuff, so you're wasting your entire summer. So right now I'm on spring break, so basically I'm getting it over spring break, and by the time summer hits, my recovery will be over, so I'll be allowed to like swim and like tan and do all of that stuff. It just kind of felt like perfect timing for me. He actually told me, he's like, I have patients all the time get surgery on a Wednesday and go back to work on Monday, so I go to school. It's not a heavy laborious job. I mean, like I just sit in class and take tests. The only thing that's really gonna prevent me from doing stuff, I can't like have my backpack, so he's like, just like hold your books in your hand. But yeah, I'm planning on going back to school on Monday. My mom's also a teacher and our spring breaks like aligned with each other, so she's gonna help take care of me, and my friends are like, we want to come help take care of you. So that's what we're doing. For pre-op, we just like signed all the contracts. She took before photos. It wasn't that interesting. There wasn't like anything exciting about it because I already had tried on implants and decided what I wanted during my consultation. As for pricing, I paid $6,250. I know that might sound like a ton of money. I was expecting it to be a lot more, honestly. Obviously, it depends where you go. I paid $50 for my consultation and I paid $500 to book the date. The $550 was taken out of the $6,250, so I didn't pay $650 all up front, and I also used like a cashier's check, so I didn't have to like pay more. So that was the pricing. That's the implant size, everything. So I just have my surgery in 2 days. On my outline, I kind of wrote something and it was like, I know that there's going to be like mean comments. I talked about this earlier. Like I'm aware, and I just kind of want to like talk about this. I just want to talk about it because I just feel like I want to get it off my chest. I know that not everyone's for it, and like that's totally fine, and I'm not here trying to like justify myself because I don't owe anyone an explanation, but like I don't know, I just feel like I want to talk about this because I just do. I've watched a lot of boob job videos for like the information, but also to see like their audience's reaction. I know that people are going to tell me that I'm a bad role model for getting plastic surgery, and that I'm like promoting plastic surgery, and that like I'm telling you that you need to change your body, which I'm not telling you any of that. I'm doing this for me. I'm not like telling anyone like you should do it. If I had a message, it's that you deserve to love your body, and that can mean so many different things for so many different people. That can mean getting a boob job, that can mean changing your hair color, going to the gym, or getting a spray tan, or going to therapy. Like that can mean so many different things, and I know plastic surgery is like a lot longer of a lasting than a spray tan is, but at the end of the day, like you deserve to love your body, and whatever that means to you, you deserve to do that. I know that there will be people like telling me that I don't need a boob job, but at the end of the day, like you're not in my body, you don't live my life, you don't feel my insecurities, you don't see me naked, you don't know how hard it is to find flattering clothes on me. Like even if you do have a smaller chest, like you don't have my exact frame, you don't have my exact measurements. I also don't want anyone to feel insecure from the fact that like I'm getting a boob job, because I have watched some of these videos and people will be like, oh my god, no, like you having small boobs made me feel more confident in my small boob. I know that like when I'm on Instagram and someone's like showing a photo of like their skin and they have acne, I'm like, whoa, that's so cool, like I should do that. You shouldn't put your confidence into the fact that someone else has the same insecurities as you. I love you guys, and anyone that has like a smaller chest, I don't want them to feel like they need to change their body, because I don't think you need to change your body. You can do whatever makes you happy, if that means changing your body or not. Like I love my boobs, I think they're adorable, I just don't think they fit my body. And in all honesty, I'm not hiding this surgery from you guys. I'm not setting this like unattainable beauty standard that like I'm physically not reaching naturally. I'm being very honest with you guys, and I know there are people that hide it, and that is their decision. That's great for them. If they don't want to talk about it, they don't have to, because it's their body. Like they don't owe anyone an explanation, but like I don't want to show you guys my body and be like, you should look like me, and not be born that way, not work towards that, like have to pay money for that. And if you guys don't like plastic surgery, you guys don't have to get any. It's your body, it's your money, it's your choice, just like it is mine. Last thing that I want to talk about is breast implant illness, because I know that I will get questions about it, and I just like wanted to be upfront about it and not act like I'm like, what's breast implant illness? I know all about it, so I'm actually gonna Google the definition here so I don't miss it. Breast implant illness refers to symptoms that some women appear to develop after going breast augmentation with implants. These symptoms include fatigue, muscle and joint pain, brain fog, fevers, rashes, and hair loss. I know people will be like, oh my god, you're so stupid, you're getting a boob job, you're gonna get breast implant illness, blah 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 blah. I know there will be comments. I have done so much research on it. I have spent like days, hours, weeks, like I probably collectively have spent like over like 300 hours just like researching it, watching videos, watching documentaries, watching everything that I possibly can about it. And you're probably like, well, if you know so much about it, why are you still willing to get a boob job? I wrote this down. From what I found, it is very serious, but it can't be detected on charts. No one has died from it, and it's a small percentage of people that have gotten it. This is not me at all trying to disprove any of these women that have breast implant illness. I believe them 100%. Why would anyone make that up, you know? I wrote all this down. What I'm doing to prevent it, I am doing saline implants, I am doing soft shell implants. So there are textured implants, there are soft implants. For my research, most people that have had breast implant illness had textured implants, so I chose soft implants. I have a good doctor who knows what he's doing. He's board certified. I'm not like doing some like random weird behind the corner doctor, and I know the signs, I know symptoms, I know things that I will be feeling if I do get it, so I can react to it fast. I think that not everyone's going to understand this, and I think that's totally fine, but when you've gotten to a point where you're like, okay, I'm willing to spend the money, okay, I'm willing to take the time to recover, willing to have my body have to recover, the small percentage of getting breast implant illness is okay, then we'll just deal with it if that time comes. Like when you've already said yes to all those questions, that one thing, maybe for some people it's like, okay, no, we're not doing it. But for me, I was like, worst case scenario, I get them taken out. Like if I need to get my breast implants taken out, I will. This is who I am as a person. I would rather do it and then regret it rather than always be wondering my whole life, what if I did do it? So I know that a lot of people aren't gonna understand that. I know that a lot of people, if they see breast implant illness and they are like thinking about it and then they see that you can get sick from it, they're like, nope, we're not doing it, we're not doing it, we're done. That ship has sailed, we're not doing it. But for for me, like worst case scenario, I get them taken out. Like I wouldn't get the surgery unless I had the money to also get them taken out in case something goes wrong. Yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope that you guys liked it. I hope that you guys like don't hate me and like think that I'm a bad role model, a bad person for this choice that I'm making for my body. I love you guys. If you guys want more boob job videos, I can do more. If you're like, please never do another one of these, I don't have to. I love you guys so much and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.